All right, let's cover a topic that's become popular more recently, which is leasing a car to get rid of any current negative equity you have. First and foremost, great idea as long as the lease works for you for the next 3 or 4 years, or even two. There are some leases that are 2 years. And what I mean by that is you have to make sure your mileage is within lines. It's not going to cost you too much money at the end of the lease from a mileage penalty standpoint. You realize upfront that you're leasing a car to get rid of the negative equity. Typically, when you roll negative equity into a lease, the payment is higher than your typical lease payment because you're trying to pay it off in such a short term. Most people that finance a car in today's world finance anywhere between 72 and 96 months. And leasing typically is 24 to 48 months, which means you're paying off that car rapidly at a higher rate to get rid of the negative equity. If those things work for you, if the mileage category works, you're okay with the payment. At the end of the lease, you go into it knowing you're going to get rid of it and go into another car without any negative equity. It can be a great way to eliminate negative equity very fast. But you have to remember, expect a higher payment. Expect you may still need some type of money down depending on how the bank approves the loan. It is still a loan. Make sure your mileage is usually between 10 and 15,000 miles a year. It's okay if you're a little bit over that. Just know the math of what it's going to cost you at the end and be prepared for that extra expense when the lease ends. Also, check at the end of the lease to see if there's any termination fees. Some manufacturers have termination fees on their leases if you turn them in at the end and you don't trade them in, that they'll charge you for ending the lease and not continuing with the manufacturer. So speak to someone that is knowledgeable on a lease. Speak to someone that you feel like you can trust that's going to go over all the details. There are many options at the end of the lease, far from just turning it in. You can buy it outright if you want to keep owning it. You can trade it in if you want to trade it in on something different. You can turn it in, walk away from it, which is what we discussed. You can sell it to someone. You basically kind of own the car. It's just how you want to continue, either paying it off in the end or trading it in, turning it in, what best fits your lifestyle. Other than that, if you're strictly trying to get rid of negative equity, you're okay with a higher payment, a lease can definitely be beneficial in that situation. Let us know if you have any questions. It's Mike from Hertrick Honda. We'll talk soon. Thank you.